has entered the world, and we all live after the fall. We all experience life after the fall. That shalom Adam used to know is not here anymore. What is now happening to this relationship? Let's take a look together. Between man and God, what is happening? Hiding. A lot of people hide from God. And what is happening nowadays between man and God? No communication. The communication which used to be there is not there anymore. And what else is happening between man and God? Of course, when we go to the picture of Adam after sin, we see fear. That he is afraid to meet his own maker. Nowadays, we also have fear to God. And what else is happening? A distorted view of God. We have created our own view, which is not right or perfect for God in his own eyes, or what he intended. All of this is what is happening between man and God. And of course, sin is there between man and God. We people live and practice sin in our lives. That's not the picture of shalom. Let's now go to the relationship between man and other people. What is now happening? Stealing is all over the world. And we have murder all over the world. And we have corruption all over the world. And we have war all over the world. This is a picture of now life after the fall in their relationships. Now let's go to a person and himself. What is happening? A person and himself, now we are seeing shame. And of course, we could also put again fear. People are afraid within themselves. Depression is happening. A lot of disappointments is happening. A lot of sadness is happening between people and themselves. Low self-esteem is there in people's hearts. Discontentment is there between people. Egoism is really there between people. Selfishness, that's the life people live today within themselves. And to creation, what do we see? In a country like Malawi, for example, we see a lot of cutting down trees. A lot of trees are being cut every day. No one is thinking of planting them anymore. Everybody is thinking of benefiting and then cutting them all down. We also see bushfires. We also see poor farming methods, which encourages the loss and the disconservation of water and soil. Poor farming methods. We also see today, of course, animals being mistreated. Mistreatment of animals. We also see here today, in our lives today, people urinating in rivers, and using rivers and lakes, defecating in rivers and lakes and these beautiful waters God has created. That is a problem. Of course, in also a country like Malawi, you see a lot of littering. If you walk around, you see a lot of plastic, what you call jumbos, plastic papers around us. And nobody is thinking or being cautious about it anymore. So the relationship between man to God, the lines are not straight anymore. The lines are broken. That tells you that it's not as wide as it should be. Man and others, the lines are also broken. When you also go to man and himself, the lines are very broken. When you also go to man and creation, the lines are very broken. This brokenness of lines signifies that relationship is not completely broken. It is there, but it's wavy. It's there, but it's not very straight. It is there, but it's corrupted. That's a picture of these lines being broken. And this is life after the fall. But the good thing or the challenge for us as believers that we have been called as ministers of reconciliation. First, in Corinthians, we are taught to be ministers of reconciliation, to try as much as possible in all our efforts, in all our calling, in all our gifts and talents, to bring back healing in these four relationships and to install shalom again as best to our ability. When we leave this world, in the next life, as we all Christians hope for, there we experience total shalom again. But in this life, we have at least a little part to play, because God is doing the work himself, but he wants people to work with. He wants people to partner with. And that people, it's you and me. That people is every believer. That when we finish worshiping in church on Sunday, when we finish giving beautiful evangelistic messages on Sunday, that we'll go back and take care of the creation. That we'll go back and take care of our own well-being. And that we'll go back and take care of our neighbor. And try as much as possible to reconcile these relationships. That's the message and the teachings and the programs and the development we emphasize here at our center.